It's time. What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And let me tell y'all something. This is the show to text, tag, tell all your friends. I don't care. Men, I want all the women. I'm gonna sit here and wait till all the women. I see Sonya. I see Gemma. I see you there, Gina. Jenna. I see you on there. But it's gonna be so unique. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the inauguration of Elon Musk. You know what, Gemma? I really don't have no thoughts. I know they was gonna do it. If you've been watching this show, Jenna, I know you ain't been watching the show that long. Janae, I am gonna call that Janae, I know you ain't been watching the show that long. I told y'all this was gonna happen. Ed Harris, Chris Charles, will you tell him? See, Janae, most people on this feed already know. Robert done told us the consequences of this. I told you about Elon Musk. I told you about Steve Bannon. I told you about all of these guys. I see what I try to do, Jenna, is get you prepared for a prize fight, right? See, Jenna, I can teach you how to guard yourself, and I can teach you how to block a punch. I can teach you how to counter. I can teach you how to throw a punch. And then I even teach you how to brace your chin so you can accept the punch so it won't knock you out. I don't like to, I don't want you to get hit like that, Janae, but it happens. So ain't no use of us talking about Elon Musk. I told you he was gonna do. I told y'all. I told you he from South Africa. I mean, what do you, Elon Musk, Elon Musk. Why us? Why I'm gonna talk about it? I tried to prepare you before it even happened. So most people on our feed today, they ain't even worried about it. Most people who've been watching and following this show, they ain't even worried about it. They knew it was gonna happen. So why should I come over here and talk about a dude that I can't do nothing about? He can do what the hell he want to do. But you know, I'm gonna dabble. But Janae, no, we ain't got time. Spend our time worrying about with no sign nobody. That's the least of our damn worries. Told y'all you need to get y'all behind out there. And I ain't even got the time to talk about Snoop and Nelly. I didn't talk about it Monday. I didn't talk about it Tuesday. You know, but since you want me to, I'm gonna tap on it. But why you waste our time? Why? I'm glad y'all here. See, this Women Rock Wednesday. We can sit here. You know what? Oh, let me go here. Boy, I love Janae. Janae, I gotta get up for you. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. You made me get up. You made me get out of my seat and go get something, Janae. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Janae. And Janae, in the private conversation, thanks, Matt Shue, Sonya, in the private conversation between Harry Belafonte and Dr. King, he said, I'm afraid that I have integrated the Negro into a burning house. What was the point of Black people being able to sit at the lunch counter if you don't have money to buy a hamburger? The next step after civil rights is silver rights. Money, honey. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the middle of an economic battle. The man had all the billionaires on the front row at his inauguration. I told y'all this was going to happen. Some of y'all didn't. What froze? The feed froze? No, it's yours, baby. I don't think. Mine ain't froze up. Mine doing good over here. Son, mine looking good over here. On YouTube, we looking good. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. But Janae, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Got something for y'all now. Y'all know on Women Rock Wednesday, I got something for you. I'm gonna burn up in here if somebody don't turn that heat down a little bit. I'm gonna burn up. I'm about to burn up. But Janae, I saw something. The Bloomberg report. See, this is the kind of stuff I be reading. When people be arguing with me, that's why I stopped yesterday. Arguing with me about AP and all that. But I read the Bloomberg report came out this week. Oh, I want you to note. I want you to note this, and I want you to think about this week. Instead of worry about Nelly and Skelly and all of them, and Snoop and Duke, Jock Arnett. This is what I want y'all to think about today. How do we right the economic ship as Black people? Hold on. First of all, some of us don't even know. Cause see, you got to understand Nelly and Tupac and I mean not Tupac and Snoop and them, they ain't thinking like y'all no more. Y'all think they with y'all. They ain't with y'all no more. They gone. It's class now. They're in a different class. Okay, but I'm gonna get there. I like that, Janae. But Janae, this Bloomberg report came on. I want y'all to note it. I want y'all to think about this Bloomberg report, right? The Bloomberg report gave data that the wealthiest 400 white people in this country. Listen to me. The wealthiest 400 people, wealthiest 400 white people in this country have more wealth than the 45 million Black people in America. Let me give me a drink. Maybe that'll cool me off. 400 white people have more accumulated wealth than the 45 million Black people that live in this country. 400. Let me keep going. The wealthiest 1,000 white people in this nation have more accumulated wealth than all the Black and brown people in this country. It's the Bloomberg. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I explain that to you, it throws away the old notion that if we work harder, we'll acquire things. There's no way in the world you can tell me that 400 white people are working harder than the 45 million black people? I know ain't nobody never put it to you like this, but Robert Haddon don't give it to you like a TI is. That's why you need to share this show with your friends all over the world. You ain't gonna get this. Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna get you. He one of them. I'm gonna give you some sports, but I'm gonna give you some of this to take home too. But watch this. It is with this intention that we are trying, they are trying to dismantle DEI because they know if you ever get the opportunity to get on a playing field, you are going to make a touchdown every single time, Willie Sullivan. So white guy told me this one time. He said, Robert, just think about it. We've done everything to keep you down and you still rise up. Wouldn't you be nervous? I ain't never think about that. But I'm burning up in this jacket and I got to come out of it in a minute. Let me give y'all something to think about because I'm not going to burn myself because this stuff too important. Y'all need to share this show. Matter of fact, y'all share this show. Let me give y'all this right quick. Let me give y'all this. I'm gonna change
He'd be happy and he'd also be sad. Like you said, we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. And being an athlete, sometimes you forget about that. Because being Walt Frazier in New York, I could go anywhere I wanted to. But what about the average black guy? So that's what you have to think about. Hey, I know when I'm trying to get a cab at 12 a.m., they don't care if I'm Walt Frazier. They just keep going past me. So you realize, hey, man, no matter what your status is, you're still black. So you got to always try to think about the team, the teamwork, and bringing other people along with you. If the king was here today, he'd be happy and he'd also be sad. Like you said, we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. And being an athlete, sometimes you forget about that. Because being Walt Frazier in New York, I could go anywhere I wanted to. But what about the average black guy? So that's what you have to think about. Hey, I know when I'm trying to get a cab at 12 a.m., they don't care if I'm Walt Frazier. They just keep going past me. So you realize, hey, man, no matter what your status is, you're still black.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to change. I'm sorry. Golly. It's burning up. But let me get back. Because Janae, she done struck a nerve on me. I wasn't going here to Janae. All of this for Janae. Janae. They trying to dismantle DEI because they know if you ever get the opportunity to get on a playing field, you're going to make a touchdown every time. Tony Darnell, it's just in us. When they put us in these spots, that's why we excel. They put us in these spots, we excel. They put Kamala Harris as a vice president, and she excelled. They talking about the votes he got. The man that came and told y'all they cheated. Elon Musk helped him cheat it. He coming out saying it now because he know y'all can't do nothing to him. But you playing around, especially you 20% of some of you black dudes that voted for him. Some of you 20%. Hey, shout out to the 92%. And you know who that is? That's the black women who voted for Kamala. 92%. I don't know what them 8 was doing. I don't know what the hell they was doing. They need to be shot. But let me keep going. Come on, Odyssey. Come on now. Share the show. Y'all, I'm finna give y'all something now. It's just in you, y'all. I want you to be mindful, to pivot. I want you to be mindful of the pivot that took place on Monday. I want you to be mindful that in 1968, when Dr. King was killed, In 1968, when Dr. King was killed, there were more black home ownership in 1968 than there were and there is in 2025. Y'all hear me? And that's going to go over your head. I want you to be mindful of a pivot that took place. I want you to be mindful. But in 1968, when Martin Luther King was killed, there were more black home ownerships in 1968 than there are in 2025. Y'all, we're doing the electric slides backwards. You ask yourself that. You ask the people who hadn't bought one. I can't tell you. Let me keep going. We're doing electric slides backwards because we have glorified being renters and not being owners. Maybe that's why it is. Something meaningful has to take place. It's got to take place. Y'all, be mindful that the Pasadena and Altameda community in California that got burned down represented one of the first black middle class communities in America. What do you mean we need to be looking at this from a global perspective? Tell us what you mean. Don't just come out of here with these, we need to be looking at it from a global perspective. You said a whole lot, but didn't say nothing. Eric, give us some things like I'm giving you and breaking it down to you right now. Why do we need to be looking at this from a global perspective? Let us know how, but put it up there, Eric, for me. But let me finish. When you give us what you're talking about. I love it. I love it when people put a comment up there. But Eric, on this show, we want to know what that means. That is very, very, very broad and expansive. We need to look at it from a global. What do we need to look at from a global perspective? Tell me. I want to know. I'm worried about over here right now. Tell me what the hell I need to look about. I live in the United States of America. Tell me, please, Eric Ridgway, what I need to look at. Hey, Mike, you came in at the right time. Tell me why, business-wise and important export. Tell me business-wise, important export. Tell me how we need to look at that. Eric, come on, Eric. Eric. Why you didn't heard that? Eric, give us something. Eric, that ain't no meat. Business-wise, important exporting. What you exporting? Tell me what you are exporting. What are you talking about, Eric? I flew Chicago on the same flight with Ben Crump, and he had just got back from Cali representing the black community. I'm about to tell y'all what's happening out there, y'all. But Eric so eloquently wanted to put his thing up there. But Eric, hold on. We don't need to start here. I agree with you. Flint doesn't. Okay, y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. Let me keep going. I guess that's why I'm the curator of the show. But let me keep going. Be mindful, Eric. You tell me how whatever I said that I don't understand how you tied what you just said to what I said. Can we just cover this first, and then we'll move on? Because y'all gonna have a whole lot we'll talk about. Let's cover this first. I told y'all to be mindful that in the Pasadena and in the Altamira community represent one of the first Black middle class communities in America. Okay? 75% of those homes there are third generational Black wealth continuously. Third generations. For the State Farm to cancel 75,000 policies in this area 3 months before the fires erupted. And this man telling me about importing. We got a fight over here right now. We got to learn how to support the businesses right here. We got to learn how to support our businesses right here. We got businesses right here we're not supporting. We got guys want to get free tickets to go. We got people want to get free tickets to go to HBCU basketball games and HBCU football games. We can't support the HBCU. We got a lot of internal stuff, Eric Ridgway, that we got to take care of before we can go abroad and do anything. So let me keep going. Shaniqua, that markedly impact Black and brown households when they cancel the insurance and your house then got burnt down. And it's an indictment on this country and where it is that we are. 3 months, y'all. It seemed like they knew it was going to happen. I don't know. They canceled. Three generations of wealth they built in this property, and it get burned down. Shaniqua said they've been trying to get that land in that community. I wasn't even aware until I spoke to Ben on the flight. I've been noted. I didn't speak to Ben. I ain't need Ben. I didn't need Ben Crump. I just left from out there. I was out there for 6 months. Y'all, you got to be careful. Got to be careful. Because we are really bowing ourselves to the Messiah of money. Hope y'all got that. Some of us has made money our God. Where's your name? Shame on both Nelly and Snoop Dogg for selling their souls to tap dance in front of the master. You can't pay me enough to play myself. You should never work where you are just tolerated. You should work where you are celebrated, where they recognize your gift and your intelligence and your prowess. Y'all don't understand. I got a son out there in that financial world. These are the kind of things that I have to share with him. He was going crazy a couple weeks ago because he does business with TikTok. I said, stop. Let's worry about the rest of the world. Oh, you worried about your money at TikTok. Let's look at the grand scheme of this thing, son. Slow down. You are not on your job, Shaniqua, Willie Sullivan. Oh, you retired. Everybody's working. You are not on your job because of affirmative action. You are on your job because you know how to take care of business. You you know how to produce. You know how to deliver. So whether it's Walmart or anywhere else, I'm not going to tap dance where I'm not respected. Nelly, y'all ain't respected there. Rick Ross, you wasn't respected there. Yeah, they paid you. Yeah, they good, but you wasn't respected there. Y'all, we got thousands of subscribers to this show. Ed Harris, I want to ask a critical question. When we got all these subscribers on this show, how are you a business owner and you ain't got no clients? How are you an author and your book is not on the bestsellers list? If we would just learn how to celebrate and invest in one another, we would never have to look for somebody else to do it for us. I want you to do me a favor. This Women Rock Wednesday, Martin Luther King birthday, is every day with me. Aaron Wilford, I want you to do me a favor. If you don't have a jealous bone in you, if you don't have jealousy in you, I just want you to right now, wherever you're at, I want you to cheer for everybody and what they're doing on this feed. I need you to cheer for Aaron Wilford. I need you to cheer for Marcus Carroll. I need you to cheer for Shaniqua. I can't pronounce their last name, Shanika. I like Bedford better. I'm sorry. But you need to cheer for Edward Harris. You need to cheer for Janae Johnson. You need to cheer. Do me a favor. Cheer for everybody on this feed. Matter of fact, I'm finna call everybody name. We cheering for everybody. We need to cheer for Willie Sullivan. We need to cheer for Eric Ridgway. I want everybody on this feed. We need to cheer for Mike, Dr. Lindsay. We need to cheer for Brian Boatwright. We need to cheer for King Sticks. We need to cheer for Odyssey and Tony Darnell. We need to cheer for Casey Small, William Sullivan. We need to cheer for Alfio Beasley, Sonia Billers. This Women Rock Wednesday. We need to cheer for all the black women in the world. We need to cheer for Jock Armand. We need to cheer. Who else we got? Brian Weefall, Eric Ridgway, all the other. We need to cheer right now. Wait a minute. Animal without the L. Oh, and Sean, emotion. I like that. Emotion. We need to cheer for Kessler or Charles. You know why? That's all the resources that are necessary for them. The people you just cheered for, that's all the resources that are necessary for them to be released. We have to be intentional. Y'all, whenever we talk about supporting somebody on this show, if I ever somebody advertise on this show, we got to stop everything and contact each other and say, let's intentionally go over there and buy it out. Let me show you something. That seed I've been planting, y'all, didn't I tell y'all what happened to me? I got a food truck out in LA. I've been playing golf with these guys. Do y'all know what one day these guys did? Because a couple of the guys heard this show. 40 of them came to my food truck, the wing truck, intentionally at the same time and said, we're going to buy everything on the truck. Intentionally. got to intentionally one weekend when we got summer basketball. Marquessa Charles owns she's up on there right now. She owns a Avis budget rental car. We need to intentionally make sure everybody who's in the van or whatever intentionally rent from her at the same time. But let me keep going. We have to be intentional. $200 million was raised for Trump's inauguration. $200 million from corporations who are writing checks just because they want to kiss the ring. They are intimidated by a president, but they're not afraid of God. Y'all, I was thinking about Martin Luther King this week, and it's estimated to be the most seminal, most significant sermon ever preached on United States soil. It's the one proclaimed by Martin Luther King in his final sermon that was delivered April 3rd, 1968 at the historic Mason Temple Church of God in Christ. Like anybody, I want to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. Ambassador Young, Andrew Young, his last lieutenant that's alive, is quoted saying that it felt like he was telling us all goodbye. Intentional. What I just posted on. He said, everyone exegetes what has happened in America in the moment. But they fail to do an autopsy on his emotions, what he was going through. It's the same speech. He talks about being stabbed in a department store by a deranged woman who used a letter opener. And the doctors told him if he had sneezed, he would have died on the operating table. In that same speech, he talked about how they had 24 hours security around his plane the day before he left to come to Memphis. In that same speech, he talks about once he arrived in Memphis, he was met with threats from the Klansmen and from the government. Yes, a black woman stabbed him. Yes, a black woman stabbed him. My brothers and sisters, if you ever looked at that speech, y'all know how I am, Mr. Moore. You would notice some things that I didn't want to ignore. I don't want you to ignore that. At the time of that speech, it is the heaviest that Dr. King have ever weighed. I want you to pay attention that that was the longer his hair has ever grown. Dr. King, by that time, he was having difficulties sleeping at night and became a closeted chain smoker just to steady his nerves. Yes, I'm talking about this guy behind me. Wow. And in spite of all that stress, and in spite of all them threats, and in spite of all that anxiety, he still made it to the mountaintop. On this Wednesday afternoon, Women Rock Wednesday, I want to say to somebody, I don't know who it is, with all the stress you're under, with all the weight that you have gained, with all the sleep that you've been robbed of, with all the slander that has been attached to your name, with all the bills that remain to be paid, in spite of the fact that you haven't dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's, I need you to know I saw what he went through, and the mountaintop is still within your view. See, y'all don't know. People email me and text me about certain things, and I listen to them. There's people hurting out there. You come to a place in your life that you're not trying to impress anybody. You're just trying to make it. You come, you know, you don't care about posting every day on Instagram. You're just trying to make it. I'll never forget Gary Carter. Shout out to Gary Carter and Sierra Henry, two young women. Two young people, a young man and a young woman who is taking TSU social media to another place. Sierra Henry happened to be one of our interns at Chop Shop long time ago. Gary Carter, a young man that I probably talked to more than anybody. A young man that you know, just I'm watching, young man. I'm watching how you're capturing TSU basketball like it's never been captured and put out in the public before. That's why if y'all see me posting some stuff, because nobody never captured it like that. People covered it, but he's captured it. He's capturing it. Those figures he's capturing. They're coming off the page. I'm Zahir Hayes. I'm seeing him right now. I'm looking at Lotta Milk right now. I'm looking at Treasure Thompson right now because these young people, creatives, shout out to them. Shout out to them. Shout out to TSU basketball. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. But we come to a place in our life that we just not trying to impress anybody. You're just trying to make it. You don't care about posting on Instagram every day. You're just trying to make it. It don't bother you an iota that TikTok was shut down yesterday. It didn't bother me. You're just trying to make it. You didn't need to go on all the fancy trips all the time. You ain't looking for a Birkin bag or some red bottoms. At the end of the day, all you trying to do is just make it. I want you to listen to something. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to change your thinking. It's going to give you a different perspective. I need you to pay attention. Watch this. Now watch this now. 96% of Black-owned businesses have one owner. I'm going to repeat it. 96, write it down, of Black-owned businesses have one owner. 80% of Black-owned businesses fail in the first 18 months. Are you listening to me? I need you to hear this. 80% of Black-owned business fail in the first 18 months. But 163% more revenue is generated by businesses that have more than one owner. Hold up, y'all. I don't need no bad. I'm finna get down. I want to see that somebody get that one. Women Rock Wednesday. I need to see that somebody get that one. I think I lost you. I said the revenue goes up for a business by 163% if it has more than one owner. I know y'all came on today to listen to some sports, but I'm finna teach you how your business life's gonna be so great. You can enjoy the sports. You can fly around and see whatever sporting event you want to. You can do whatever you want to if you got this right. If you got this right, Sonya, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. That's why I love Women Rock Wednesday. Ain't but one person said it. We always trying to do something. I'm doing it by myself. No, I can't that be right. I'm just telling you how business work. I'm giving you this for free. Y'all, it's people pay for me to get this information to. Y'all getting it for free, and y'all won't even share the damn show. Y'all won't even share the show. Partnerships. Get relations. Partnerships. But let me keep going. It takes 3 times longer to scale the business if you are a sole proprietor. That means grow the business. Take you 3 times longer. But the speed rate increases if you got somebody with you. Boy, I wish I had somebody listening to me. I'm gonna talk about some sports, because y'all don't get this. This gonna save your life. 30% more money is raised when you have a business partner than when you're doing it by yourself. Y'all still ain't getting this thing. Y'all, I don't feel it. Y'all still ain't getting it. Y'all don't like practical stuff. Y'all don't like practical stuff. But guess what I'm gonna do? If you don't like practical, I gave it to you practical. Don't nobody get me right now, but Sonya. But Sonya, I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Shaniqua. See these women, this women rock women, combine expertise, diverse perspective, shared workload, and increased capital are some of the. Yes! Boy, I love when I have somebody talking with me. Thank you, Shaniqua. But guess what, Shaniqua and Sonya, they don't believe in practical. So let me give you a scripture. Maybe that'll go. Matthew 18 and 20. Okay. If two or three are gathered in my name, there shall I be also. I can't give you that over the air. I can't give you that, Janae. Talking about what do I see the most lucrative business? I can't give you that over there. Got to pay for that. People got to pay for that. Can't give everything away, Janae. Janae, y'all go pay for them seminars and them folk tell y'all a lie, and you think I'm finna get you have what? You gotta be at no, sir. Don't y'all know y'all getting an hour and a half of my time every day? 2 hours, no, 2 hours every day. Janae, come on, baby. But let me keep going. Maybe the reason you are burnt out, maybe the reason that you're tired, the reason why you're struggling, you keep trying to make it happen by yourself. You gotta find somebody that will work with you in this journey. Make sure that the people that you are connected to, you connect yourself to, are not just in it for the benefits. I know that's hard, but are in it for the sacrifice. We ain't made no money yet. Business. It's business. We love. Then y'all go into business. Some of y'all go into business equally. And then when you lose, you're mad. Don't go in business. I just gave y'all the statistics. 80% of them gonna fail in 18 months. But let me keep going. Then I give you something. Somebody who's just texting me. Hold on. Somebody said, say it again, Harry. But watch this. I got some. I gotta give y'all this. Women Rock Wednesday, y'all know I gotta give you this. See, we gotta find somebody. But make sure, like I said, they're not just in it for the benefits now, but are in it for the sacrifices. People are afraid of unity. You have to find somebody that is spiritual aligned and agree. Spiritual alignment and spiritual agreement. Did I believe in what you are called to do? And they got to believe that what you called to do is going to prosper, it's going to flourish, it's going to fly. They got to believe. You don't go into business with people who don't understand, who are underhanded and will backstab you. I told y'all that story about these guys. I was finna do this deal with y'all. I'm good, cause my finance guy, he don't like me to do nothing. And he said, Rob, I like this. I mean, he ain't never told me he like nothing. You know, they always, no, Rob. But he liked this deal, right? So I go into the deal. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Go into the deal. going to deal. But somewhat was heavy on my heart. I know it was when it was time for us to come and solidify the deal. I came in. I know, it's what, 4 other guys and me. And I came in. I said, man, I just can't do it. I prayed about it, and it just didn't sit well with me. Ladies and gentlemen, a year later, all 4 of those guys got indictment for wire fraud. What else? A couple more cases have to do with transferring money and doing things with money. I would have been in there. If your prayer life ain't good enough to let you know that you're in a room full of sharks, you need to get on your knees a little bit more. Because I could have easily said yes. I would have been attached to those guys for the rest of my life. So I'm coming from a place, I'm telling you, you have to find somebody that is spiritually aligned and agreement. You can't go into business with people that are underhanded and will backstab you. Should nobody know if y'all business broke up? Everybody should know all y'all business and will try to cut a deal around the corner. I've had several in my 30 years of being in the sports industry. The company coming to, man, get him to do this, man. And no. You pay him his fair market value. I wait on him to pay me. I'm not ever. No. I'm not finna go tap dance for Trump. I don't believe in him. We're not spiritually aligned. We're not in agreement. So why would I go and perform? Did I believe in what you're called to do? I keep saying, and what you got to find somebody that's 10 toes down. When you eat, we all eat. When you get on top, we all get on top. It is easy for you to get on top if you are connected with somebody who's got the same drive and desire to be on the top. See, some people just want to see you down. No. When you walk in the meeting, at our meetings, I promise you, when you walk in our meetings, people don't know who the boss. Everybody's a boss in there. Now, everybody got different roles. It's easier if you find somebody that is like-minded and got the same level of consciousness. I dare you to break that spirit of competition. All y'all Negroes want to compete with somebody. Everybody want to compete. And break that spirit of jealousy that's in this summer basketball community. And break that spirit of insecurity that's in this grassroots community. I done made my mind up, man. This is the lowest that I'm ever going to be in my life. You just don't know how long I've been in a valley. Mentally, spiritually, physically. How long I had to struggle. Sometimes you have to rob Peter to pay Paul, especially in business. Because if you want to hit big, you got to bet big. If you think pennies, you get pennies. I made a promise to God this year. I'm going to make it to the top. And for me to get to the top, it doesn't mean I want a Maybach. It don't mean I need a mansion. It means I'm going to be at the top of my assignment. So a partner of mine called me the other day and said, Hatter, you just out of the blue sky. Said, man, what you want to do in this year? What you want to accomplish? And I gave him these things. I said, these things right here happen. I said, let me think about it a minute. Then I called him back. I couldn't tell him, you can't tell everybody. I said, I got 5 things working. If 3 of these 5 pop, it's on and popping. But you got to have something working. But I'm going to be at the highest level. Somebody was telling me this. Somebody was telling me, older you get, they said knee replacement has gone up 40% for people over 60. 28% of Americans experience back pain. And this is for a culture that is highly mobile. Knee replacement. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. For Negroes who got cars. And we got to replace our knees. And we got cars to drive in. Them people back there didn't have no time. Back pain for people who sleep on a Sealy Posturepedic or that number bed I got. Sleep number bed. Knees, backs, all going out for people over the age of 60. I was just thinking about that. But I did want to tell y'all this because I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on. Be careful how you treat people. Chop Shop, Boom Boom Room, Janae, out there, wherever you at, be careful how you treat people. Because you might be entertaining an angel. I'm thinking about Martin Luther King again. He said, I can't worry about it now. I've had a long life. Longevity has its place. Yes. At the end of the day, the Jets, talking about this, the Jets going to hire Aaron Glenn as their new coach, but they can fire his black ass after 1 year. Melvin Dewes. He's a great friend of mine, and I'm past celebrating because somebody hired somebody as talented as that. He's talented. He's supposed to get hired, but they'll fire him after 1 year. You've seen that. But I was thinking about Martin Luther King. He said at the end of the day, he said, don't tell people about my degrees that I have. Don't go around here bragging about your degrees. Don't tell them about the Nobel Peace Prize. Don't tell everybody about your trophies. Just tell them that I tried to help somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, I ain't worried about tomorrow. I don't matter. Me personally, I wasn't worried about Monday. That's why I didn't talk about it. I didn't worry about the inauguration. That's why I didn't talk about it. I wasn't worried about it. Y'all know, I know people were waiting on. Janae thought I was going to come over here and bash Nelly and all of them people. I really wasn't worried about it. You know why? Y'all got to understand, people been calling me, Derek. And I said today, I said, you turn on the show today, I think I'm gonna help you. I didn't worry about Monday. I don't matter who's going into the White House because I know who sits on the throne. What's wrong with some of us, black people? We got to remember now. If he brought you through middle passage, if you don't know what that is, go and study it. For a long time, I didn't know, and I went and studied what middle passage means. I went to the museum, National Museum in D.C. I got on that elevator when I walked in, and the elevator take you from 2025, it drop you all the way down to the 1600 and take you through the middle passage. Yo, he brought you through slavery, brought you through Jim Crow, brought you through Reconstruction, brought you through Ronald Reagan, brought you through two Bushes. And if we survive Trump, all my people been calling me, want me to talk. If we survive Trump the first time, what makes you think we can't survive it this time? Yo, I got some people that's going crazy. And maybe some of y'all don't understand what's going on. Listen to me carefully. You cannot be dropped on a mountain from a plane. We're talking about the mountaintop, right? You cannot, and I'm gonna finish up on this. You cannot be dropped on a mountaintop from a plane because the oxygen is so radically different than what you are able to breathe, right? If you are dropped on the top of the mountain, you'll die because your lungs are not prepared for the oxygen shift. Talking to an avid skier here. The climb is what prepares you for the top. Oh, preaching right now. Everything you're going through for the last 18 months, y'all know what I'm talking about, was getting you ready for your mounting top experience. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get back to the regular schedule program because your homegirl, Janae, stopped me in my tracks. I want to shout out to Extra Eyes Media. Follow them on Instagram and all the social media. The Baller Plug, Extra Eyes Media. Shout out to Gary Carter again. Shout out to Sierra Henry. It's just amazing the things that look, if you follow TSU on social media, he's captioning this thing a lot different. And tomorrow, the game for the women's basketball, TSU has been postponed. What's going to happen? And it's been approved by the SWAC office yesterday afternoon, for the Alabama State contest. There will be no women's game on Thursday. They're gonna be a double header on Monday, like we used it. It's gonna be the same thing. We're gonna have the double header on Saturday and the double header on Monday. They switched it up this year, but the women couldn't get out today to go play that game. It wasn't safe for them to get out today to go play to go to Alabama. So we're gonna all play at the same time. So we're gonna have a double header twice. Mississippi Valley now has a new head coach. Happened to be my first ever client ever, Terrell T. Buck. I can't wait, Terrell Buckley. I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to y'all. That's the guy who, it wasn't Penny, it was Terrell Buckley got it started. And Terrell Buckley helped us get Penny because Penny fell in love. Penny was in love with Terrell Buckley. He said, "You represent, that's your only client. Well, I'm gonna be your first football client. I'm gonna be your first basketball client." That's how this stuff talk. I ain't never told that story. He's from Pascagoula, Mississippi, and he is going to be coaching Mississippi Valley. I can't wait for us to go down there so I can get a chance to talk to him, and I can't wait. Shout out to him. But what else I had? But it's time. It's time for us to lock in and act like we've been here before. Okay, and stop acting surprised. Talking about this stuff that's going on in the news. Stop acting like we hoodwink. Stop acting like we bamboozle about anything that has transpired since Monday, or anything that will transpire over the last 5 years. Nothing these people do, Janae, should surprise you. We've been dealing with this for 400 years. I hope you don't think that they were bluffing when I was telling you this on this show. I think it was preparing us for what was happening. I was trying to prepare you. I don't care about Elon Musk and his salute. In the same way, I don't give a fat rat's behind about the coons like Soldier Boy and Nelly and Rick Ross and Stu. I don't care. Let's stop wasting our time with these distractions and BS and start focusing on what we need to focus on. Building our communities, isolating and protecting ourselves from this mess, and figuring out how us as Black people are going to maneuver through this collapsing empire and come out on top, that mountaintop I'm telling you, while everybody is fighting amongst themselves. That's what we got to figure out. That is what we need to focus on. If we can get that. I'm watching NBA. I'm looking at the standings. I'm finna see how many haters we got in the house, Derek. I'm finna go to the NBA. I'm finna click on something. I'm finna click on something right quick. Because I got a question for y'all. I just want to make sure. Hold on, I'm looking at the standings. Okay, here we go. If you had to pick, Marcus Carroll, one of these two teams, Memphis or Houston, NBA, to maintain the number 2 position and the other one to fall, which one would you pick? Sonya, we gonna be all right. Sonya, we got to do something. We got to stop planning though. Cause they playing. They got their project 2025. We got to start planning our project 2025. And then our project 2028. 2029. We got to plan out. We just got to plan. But what y'all think? Do anybody know the story of the Nike and Adidas and the Michael Jordan war? Do anybody know it? Anybody know it? Have anybody ever thought about? Y'all know Michael Jordan used to like Adidas, right? Did anybody know that? Kobe used to love Adidas. Kobe was with Adidas. Did y'all know? Do anybody know about the Nike versus Adidas war? Tell me if I got somebody up there, because I need somebody to talk to. I want to share something with y'all. This might help somebody. Boy, and then I got a couple more. Oh my God. Shout out to Unrivaled. I love them women basketball. I love Unrivaled. I love it. They taking care of them women. Let nobody talk against Unrivaled is off the chain. I saw it. I taped it and saw it. But anybody got a question? Do anybody say no, yes, no, indifferent? If you haven't, I'm finna give you something. I just want to know who I'm talking to so I can know maybe they can help me with some stuff. Y'all ready? Come on now. Has anybody knew about Nike? You know, Adidas used to be the top of the food chain. Nike used to be, what, Nike all the time? There ain't nobody, maybe y'all just taking a long time. She said vaguely. At least she said something. Thank you, Sonya. I need somebody to talk to me now. Somebody talk to me other than Sonya. Sonya, you stay talking. But Sonya, in 1994, Sonya, I'm finna give you some time. Sonya, you're gonna be the smartest girl in the nail shop. You're gonna be the smartest woman at the barbershop. You're gonna be, if you go drop your son off to the barbershop, you're gonna be the smartest boy. Because a lot of people don't know this, Sonya. Watch this. In 1984, Nike was facing extinction. Ladies and gentlemen, I've read every book on Nike, because why? Why would somebody explain to me why I would read every book on Nike and Phil Knight? You know why? Tell me what you know about it, T. Tell me what you know. Put up what you know. Tell me what you know. Adidas don't believe basketball are going to be a big. Keep going. Adidas has a history of funding top player. No. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about no players right now. We talking about does it involve a story by the movie Air? Movie Air had something in there. It had something in there. But that's a good one. That's a good one. But y'all made me. I've read every book that Phil Knight written and everything about Nike. He had some unauthorized and authorized books on him. I read all of them. Big Coach, because why? Because I was negotiating with him. If I'm going to know something about where I want my client to go, I got to know something about the company. They didn't just come to us and said, Robert, we finna give Penny Hardaway all of this money in a new shoe. No, baby. Penny ain't won nothing. He didn't win nothing in high school. He didn't win nothing in college. He didn't win. He lost to Houston and got swept. Didn't nobody at Houston team get a lifetime deal with Nike? The loser did. Somebody be saying, well, how did that happen, Robert? He lost, but he won. I'm gonna let that see me. That is Moody. I can't believe you there. I got you. I got something extra for you, boy. Yeah. T Brink, I don't know if you're a man or woman, but you're gonna be the smartest person in the beauty shop, nail shop, whatever shop you're going to. Big Coach, did you hear what I said, Big Coach? Big Coach. Well, Robert, why would you read all the books on Nike? Robert, why would you go through all the these and read up on all and study all the softwares that you want to give this show and make this show look like this? You went through several. You wanted to find the one that can reach Aaron Wolford and T Brink and Coach and Sonya on 2 different platforms. People weren't doing that back then. Robert, I studied it. I studied everything about Phil Knight ever. So when it came to negotiating, I'm not worried about the guy who he had negotiating against me. Like I'm a point guard, right? I don't never worry about the player that's guarding me. I'm not worried about the guy. If I'm worried about the guy in front of me, I can't play no more. I'm going to beat him. I'm trying to see where the help going to come from. Because he's done. He's toast. Because I know where I'm going. He don't know where I'm going. I'm going to give him one fake. He going to jump forward, and I'm going to counter, and I'm by him. That's how easy this game is. Hold on, y'all. Let me do something right. I didn't even let y'all hear that. I had to. But let me tell you something. Nike was facing extinction in basketball shoes, right? Adidas ruled the courts. Every player dreamed of wearing the Adidas brand. But then Adidas did the most expensive. They did the most expensive mistake in business history, handing Nike their empire. Hear the full story. Hold on. Let me give you some graphics. Yeah, hold on. Can I make it dramatic? Let me make it dramatic. Hold on. Bam. Nike versus Adidas. Let me make it. In early 1984, Nike was struggling in basketball, right? They had two brands dominating the game. Converse with Magic and Bird, Adidas with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And, Nike was a question mark. You got it? Watch this. A mere 17% market share Nike had, and no marquee stars. They needed a miracle. They need a miracle because I'm going to show you how Converse was doing it. Let me show you what Converse was doing. Where we at? I think this is what Converse was doing.
I heard Converse made a pair of Bird shoes for last year's MVP.
Yep.
Well, they made a pair of Magic shoes for this year's MVP.
Okay, Magic, show me what you got.
The Bird Shoe, the Magic Shoe. Choose your weapon from Converse.
Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't remember that, did you? All of that. Then a young college guard was close to signing with Adidas, his dream brand. But at the final meeting, Adidas made the unthinkable choice. They decided basketball wasn't worth the investment. That player's name was Michael Jordan. Nike saw the opening. Nike saw the opening, y'all. Watch this.
So much so that you gave a little pregame speech to the team yesterday. Yeah. I know that's not...
That ain't it. I don't know where that dude that came from. Watch this.
In the beginning, it could have been Adidas, not Nike.
Yeah.
Tell me how that went down. What was going on in your head?
You know what? The thing is, I never wore Nike shoes until I signed a Nike contract. All through college, we wore Converse. And up to that point, my favorite shoe was an Adidas shoe, And at the time that everybody was starting recruiting me about what shoes to wear, I was pro Adidas, the whole time. And then once I went through the presentation with Nike, they really made a grave effort of trying to, have my input on the shoes, design any shoes that I wanted to wear. But then I was very loyal. I went back to Adidas, the Adidas contact that I had, and said, look, this the Nike contract. If you come anywhere close, you know, I sign with you guys.
Give me
hands
something.
down. Just anywhere close to what they were putting on the table. But at that time, Adidas was a European brand product that they didn't really make a strong, you know, push for the States, and they didn't feel like it was worth it. You know, which in hindsight is perfect for me, because it made my decision that much easier, and I ended up with Nike. And from that point on, the relationship just started to blossom.
If you didn't go with Nike and Adidas got you, how would that change both you and how would that change Adidas and Nike?
Well, it's hard to say that what if. If should never be in the dictionary because you never see the flip side of that. I think the thing that would have been consistent would have been that my play would have dictated, you know, everything off the court. You know, I don't think the shoes would have changed my whole outlook in terms of how I played the game. But I think I could have enhanced the shoe as in terms of how it would have been marketed. So I mean, would the brand still be as strong if it was an Adidas brand? We'll never know. You know, because a lot of it transcended what was happening on the basketball court to the marketing aspect. All my other marketing, from McDonald's to Coke, all that came in, you know, behind all the way I was playing the game of basketball. So Adidas could have pulled off all that as much as Nike. You know, so I don't know, but
You heard it from his mouth. You don't have to have. Sonny had him. Mom forced him. He gave you. See, y'all got to remember when you hear when you put it in a movie, they embellish stuff in movies. Okay? They embellish stuff in movies. They make it the movie. When they make the movie of your life, T-Brink, they ain't gonna, you gonna put some stuff in it. Cause they got to fill it with something. All you giving them is the skeleton. They got to put the stuff. But he told y'all this himself. No, Adidas didn't drop no ball on LeBron. That's a fake. That's not. They didn't drop the ball. Big Bang took Little Bang. They didn't drop the ball on LeBron. They wanted LeBron. They didn't drop the ball. Drop the ball mean they didn't try. Shit, Nike came with all that bread. No, his mama. That sound good for Michael. Just told you, Donzel, what happened. But let me keep going. So when I looked at that, right? Let me tell you what the deal was. They made Jordan a groundbreaking offer. I think $500,000 a year, 5 times more than anybody else. This what Nike offered him. His own shoe line, creative control. The industry thought Nike had lost their rabbit ass mind. Then came the massive setback. On October 18th, 1984, Jordan hit the court in black and red Nikes. Let me see. I mean, you know, some people ain't seen them things. Oh yeah, that's right. They bringing them back now. But where is that? Where my little Nike shoe? Where my little Nike shoe? let me make it big so y'all can see. Yeah. I was there. See the thing I circled it for you. He hit the court with them, right? Nike overlooked one rule. The NBA shoes had to be white. The league banned him. Watch this. The league banned them immediately. So Nike's options to change the colors. I paid the $5,000 per game fine. Their decision. Nike paid every fine. 410K total, but they didn't stop there. They turned the ban into a marketing gold mine. People stop you from doing something else and you just go do. I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all don't fantasize on Nike. See how this can apply this to your life. I'm not telling you to brag about Nike. I'm telling you use these principles in your life. because I'm using them in mine. The NBA couldn't stop you from wearing them. And the ban campaign went viral. Let me see. I think I got it for you. Use this stuff in your life. I think this is it.
On September 15th, Nike created a revolutionary new basketball shoe. On October 18th, the NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them. Air Jordans from Nike.
Masterful. Y'all worry about Magic Johnson. We ain't talking about no damn Magic Johnson right now. We talking about Michael Jordan. And y'all bringing up Michael. Magic Johnson too. He missed. Hey. Everybody's where they supposed to be. Adidas didn't miss. Adidas said, I'm not finna give you this kind of money. That wasn't missing. But Nike took advantage of the opportunity. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. But y'all so worried about everybody with Magic Johnson. They dropped the ball on my. No, see how use these principles. How can you use these principles to help you? How can you use these principles to talk to your son or your daughter in business? Watch this. That was player, man. They used the band to win. We ain't talking about George Raveling right now. We talking about Michael Jordan. We talking about Nike versus Adidas. Now, we can get into that later. But right now, my son just texted me talking about AG getting the job. It's a family affair. AG got the job, but they would fire his black. Jared Mayo got the job with the Patriots last year. A black dude played for the Patriots. And after 1 year, they fired him. You don't understand me? Like my son, he excited because AG like an uncle to him. He excited. Maybe dude was excited. He wanted to put it up on the board. It was excited. I can't get excited about him hiring black coaches no more, man. I got to find something else to be excited about. That my dude is. Braylon, you got any more Elizabeth? Braylon. See, I got a professional basketball player on the feed with me right now. Him and my son played on the same team. When me and Aaron Glenn was coaching the team, Braylon and Robert was the guards. I can't make this up. And Braylon wound up being on the show today. I ain't called him and tell him to come on the show. He said, yeah, we're placeholder if we don't win right away. Absolutely. So I can't get to, I'm excited for Aaron Glenn, but I wish he could have got a better job. But now, if he go turn them Jets, see, only thing I don't like about the Jets, they don't have a quarterback. You got to have a quarterback right first. And it preferably a rookie that can ball. So it won't take up all the salary cap. So what pick the Jets got? Let me see. What pick the Jets got? Somebody give it to me right quick. I ain't even kept up with it. What pick do the Jets got? Somebody give it to me right quick. in NFL draft order for next year. I'm gonna try it. NFL draft order 2005. Yes, it's scary to me for him to take that job. They haven't been good. They got 7? That ain't fair. They were that good? They got to move up, man. Yo, Braylon Addison is in the building, one of the greatest athletes that ever came through Houston, Texas, played at Hightower. Man, he one of the best basketball players, y'all, and one of the best football players. How about that? Here to Chop Shop today. He been on here before. He came on. Brandon, you got to come back on. I saw your podcast. You got to come on and let us know about your podcast. Boy, I wish we could get Shador. The Jets haven't been good for over 30 years, and maybe one or two. You're right. You're right. So guess what? But let me keep going. Stay there, Braylon. Stay there, Braylon. Braylon. Y'all see how, hey, this is what I love about this show. We can be talking about anything. But if somebody come on this feed, y'all take precedence. And I can get back to this Michael Jordan campaign. And Braylon, I don't know if you done finished playing yet, but we got to get to AG. Whenever you start wanting to coach, you got to make that call right now, man. Doug, guess who on the feed? Braylon Addison. I know you remember who he is. Braylon, we got to get you in there. Braylon, if you ain't gonna play again this year, man, you need to be coaching. You need to get your feet. You know this game too good. Unless you like Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson said, I can't coach these crazy ass kids. I can't coach these dudes. But man, I'm excited. Y'all, that's my youngin' right there, man. That's my youngin' right there. Terrell Buckley, we just talked about him. But that's my youngin' right there, boy. Hey, he done won plenty games for me. But let me keep going. Boy, y'all make me good. Let me go. What's up, everyone? Braylon is one of the best athletes that ever. Doug just said it. And I'm not just saying it. Somebody else just said it. But Doug, we were talking about the band. Braylon, you just re-signed for another year. When I'm done, I'm definitely want to coach. I got 3 more seasons left. All right, well, keep on playing. Keep on playing. What team you play for in Canada? What team you play for up there? Keep going. I don't want to interrupt the show. But let me know. You ain't gonna never interrupt this show, man. Hey, homeboy, you are my youngin'. You will forever be etched in my heart, man. Braylon, you're a great man, great young man, great. So y'all know who our favorite team on this show in the Canadian Football League. Okay? Ottawa Red Blacks. Red Blacks? Damn. Red Blacks. Y'all got some Red Blacks up there? Damn. Okay. It's Ottawa Red Blacks. I'm just gonna say Ottawa. But that's our favorite team. But Doug, I was going through talking about Nike, how they paid the fine. They banned the shoe. They ran into a snag. They signed Michael Jordan to all that money. Then ran into a snag because the NBA said that you can't wear that shoe. We're gonna fine you $5,000 every time you wear it. So Nike said, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay it. And then the band video came out. The kids wanted it. What the NBA didn't want. The stores were sold out instantly. Fights broke out over the new releases. Nike had done more than sell shoes. They created a sneaker culture. As a result, hold up, let me show y'all what was happening. Didn't I ever get it? Let me show y'all what was happening with them shoes.
You will not believe all the reports of violence that broke out when people rushed to get the newest pair of Air Jordans. A crowd busted through this door in Indiana. And remember, as you're watching these pictures, this is all over shoes. A few people got trampled. Doors were ripped right off their hinges. The Air Jordan retro shoes just went on sale early Friday morning.
Since I was a kid, I've been,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy. Nike, original goal, Braylon, was $3 million in sales. But what they actually sold was 126 million in the first year. The fine was 410,000. The marketing value was priceless. The sneaker industry would never be the same. The transformation was historic. 1984, Nike basketball, I think they equaled 40 million. 1986, 126 million. 1990, $1 billion. A few years back, it was 5 million, but I got it. As of January 25, Nike's total assets is 38 billion. And its total equity is 14 billion. And the Jordan brand is worth what? 7 billion. Michael Jordan has earned billions of dollars, more than billions of dollars, for more than way more than his NBA career. All because, ladies and gentlemen, Adidas said, we're not interested in basketball, giving that much money. We're not interested. Today, Nike dominates 86% of basketball shoe market. Adidas barely 5%. One decision. The story, this ain't about shoes. One decision in 1984 changed everything. What decision then you gonna make today? Not just for shoes, for sports marketing. The lesson? Products can be copied. Prices can be matched. Features can be improved. But culture, that's untouchable. Nike didn't sell shoes, they built a movement. That's what I wanted to share with y'all today. I know we be talking, and I was just thinking about something to my high school kids and to my college students, my college athletes, Braylon. Somebody sent me this. I think it was Rick Pitino. He was talking about the hourglass. He brought in an hourglass into one of his film sessions. And during the film session, he turned it over and he said, this is how quick the 6 weeks is going to go. And then your career is over. For you guys who don't have any eligibility left. Johnny Jones need to do this the next time he go to practice for TSU. I hate to tell coaches to do stuff like to do this. I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to tell them, coach. He said every player he has ever coached and had great success. Now it wasn't Pitino. Yeah, it was Pitino. He said, if you could, players said, if you could only have one more year back in college, he said, all of them said they wish they had one more year left in college. One more year left in college. Even the ones who made it to the NBA, they said, man, I wish I had one more year. You're going to miss it. High school players, you're going to miss high school. That hourglass is happening quick. Doug, I remember these young guys, these seniors this year. I was talking about Money Mike when he was, 10 or 9 or 10. The hourglass is almost filled. It's over for him. All of a sudden, it's going to be February. or maybe into March, and it's all over. Big coach, those are the kind of things you need to talk to these young kids about. Paul Miranda, do you talk to the kids in your sphere of influence like that? Big coach, do you talk to your kids that's in your sphere of influence like that? Let me keep going down the road. Let me see who. Melvin Dews, do you talk to? It's gone. The music gonna stop for everybody, man. It's gonna stop. Brandon Weefall, man, you better enjoy your son. And don't we letting these dudes make you mad? You better enjoy your son these next few years, because it's gonna be over. Aaron Wilford, Sonya, if you got kids. I'm just going down the line. Melvin Dews, Daddy's Moody, Janae, Shaniqua. It's gonna be over. Tell your daughter she better enjoy every spike she getting. It's gonna be over. Who I'm talking to? It's gonna be over. Y'all, I never forget, Chad, some of my favorite times in basketball, watching my son play. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't miss a game. Unless it was a blizzard that I couldn't get to that airport. But it's gone. Senior night came up on me so damn fast, scared the hell out of me. Patrick Henry. Scared the hell out of me. Braylon said he ain't got but 2 or 3 more years left in him to play football. And it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be over. Braylon, you built a great career, Canadian football. You said, man, y'all don't want me over here? Y'all keep cutting me? Okay, all right. I'll go up here and be a star. Wow. That's interesting. VCU basketball players is about to get a bag. If you're a D1 caliber high school basketball player, I'm going to give you all a bit more tomorrow. I would definitely be looking into this over the summer when they had this settlement for the NCAA, basically saying that the school is now allowed to pay their players a percentage of the revenue, which means the college athletes can make NIL money in additional with the school paying them too. I'm going to give y'all some more tomorrow on that. That man said, I need one more season to make 10 pro. Thank you, Jesus. Braylon, average lifespan of an NFL or a pro football player ain't but 3 years, son. God done put his hand on you. Wow. Just thinking about stuff, man. I'm just thinking about, I got so much stuff. And my young people out here, don't let recruiting discourage you. It has the ability to get your emotions out of whack. I'm hearing stories right now, both for the players and the parents. Don't expect college coaches to be your friends, because this is not a friendship. This is just a business. Some coaches will think you're good while others won't. And understand that. I might think you're good. Jimmy might not think you're that good, but it's okay. Paul Miranda might think you're good. I might not think you're good. It's okay. We're looking through different lenses. Somebody posted something the other day, and I want y'all to know this in case y'all didn't know. They said it's a huge difference between a partnership AAU team with a shoe team logo on the jersey and a team that's actually shoe sponsor. Y'all stop tricking these parents and kids out here, Doc. Let me keep going. I don't even want to talk about him. I was about to, but I ain't going to talk about him. But I want y'all to say this, though. No, I don't even want y'all to have that. I don't want y'all to say that. But I was thinking about something. I didn't mention this on Monday. No, I ain't. That's another thing. How many minutes? I ain't got 11 minutes. Oh, shout out to Kamala Harris. She on her last flight leaving Washington, D.C. to go back home to California, she enlisted an all-female Air Force crew on the last flight. She said, I want all females, everybody, the pilot, the flight, everybody. Wanted to shout out to her for doing that. Want y'all to make sure that y'all understand. The importance of what I was talking about, and I know a lot of people didn't realize what I was talking about, Braylon, over the last 2 years when I started talking about oligarchy. Many people didn't understand what I meant. And you know what? And sometimes even when I'm announcing the basketball games, now I got to be a little more clear, because I'm talking basketball the way I talk basketball, and I forget other people don't know what a down screen, a cross screen, and a zoom, or a grenade, or a pistol, and I got to get where I got to find the time to explain it to some of the people, and you know, the different strategies they say, but I have such a small time frame to get it in, and but I know they don't know, but people didn't know I was talking about oligarchy, and they would say, Robert, what are you talking about? But it's changed now. When the 3 wealthiest men in America sit behind Trump at his inauguration, everyone understands that the billionaire class now controls our government, and we must fight back. I don't want that to slip. I don't want that to slip. I don't want people to not know what we're talking about. I'm serious. Y'all got to understand that. Cause I still think about this. Still think about this. I'm gonna repeat it again at the end of this show. Yeah, I think I need to. I need to. In the private conversations, and I'm gonna send you on with this one, Braylon, because you wasn't on the beginning of the show. Because Braylon, on Women Rock Wednesday, I like to talk about sports, but Braylon, I like to give people something, man. Because they want to keep us bogged down in sports and not understand. And I ain't trying to have you doom and gloom. I just want you to be saying, what can we do? Rob, what can we do? But in a private conversation between Harry Belafonte And Dr. King, he said, Dr. King said, I still got him. That's him behind me in case you ain't never been up there. Dr. King said, I'm afraid I have integrated the Negro into a burning house. I didn't took y'all into a burning house. Don't nobody ever want to go in a burning house. What was the point in black people being able to sit at the lunch counter where you got your head beat in at the Woolworth lunch counter? Google it if you don't know it. They beat them and spit on them and everything. So what the hell me getting them to bring them to be able to sit at the lunch counter and they don't even have money enough to pay for the hamburger, Braylon? And the next step, and he said, the next step, Harry, after civil rights should be silver rights. Silver, S-I-L-V-E-R. Money, honey. Let's get some money. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, we're in the middle of an economic battle. And I said it in the beginning of this show. I'm going to say it because faith comes by hearing and hearing the word. I got to give it to you again. We're in an economic battle. I was reading the Bloomberg report. I don't know if any of y'all read the Bloomberg, but I do religiously. It came out a report this week. And I want you to note this, and I want you to think about it all this week. The Bloomberg gave data that the wealthiest 400 white people in this country, listen to me, the wealthiest 400 white people in this country have more wealth than all the 45 million black people in America. You ain't never thought about that, did you? So they give us a couple of high-paying jobs. Jay-Z's a billionaire. What you call him? They give him this. Puffy can do this. He got a plane. I'm going to repeat it again. Repeat it one more time. 400 white people have more accumulated wealth than the 45 million black people that live in this country. The wealthiest 100 white people in this nation have more accumulated wealth than all the black and brown people in this country. It throws away the old notion that if we just work harder, there's no way in this world you're going to tell me that 400 white people are working harder than 45 million black people. And it was with this intention that they are trying to dismantle DEI. Because they know if you ever get the opportunity to get in on the playing field, you are going to make a touchdown every year. I'm using this metaphorically. Whatever industry we in, we're gonna go and dominate. Because it's just in you. It's in you. Paul Miranda was supposed to be great. Our problem is we got people on this feed that don't believe in us. Oh, this just that little old show that Jimmy and Robin on. But people around the world, Janae is a talented person in Hollywood, was on this show earlier. Because we're working on some stuff together. Y'all don't know who watching and studying this little show that y'all won't share. Braylon, I need everybody in Canada watching this show. I want you to be mindful of the pivot that took place on Monday. Braylon, in 1968, Braylon, when Dr. King was killed, in 1968, Braylon, when Dr. King was killed, there was more black home ownership in 1968 than there are in 2025. Braylon, we did the electric slide backwards. Because we have glorified being renters and not being owners. Ladies and gentlemen, something meaningful has got to take place. How many minutes I got? Something meaningful has got to take place. Braylon, I want you to be mindful that in Pasadena and Alameda County out there in LA, I just left from there. That community represents one of the first black middle-class communities in America. 75% of the homes there are third generational black wealth continuously. 3 generations worth of people living there and building that wealth for their families. And for State Farm, all these years they've been paying on these policies, for State Farm to cancel 75,000 policies for the 3 months right before the fire erupted. That markedly impacts black and brown households and their wealth. It's an indictment on this country and where it is that we are. We got to be careful because we are really bowing ourselves to the Messiah of money. And I'm done. We're selling our souls and tap dancing in front of the master. Shame on you, Nelly. Shame on you, Snoop. But I got to get out of here. Man, I love y'all. Thank you. Braylon, you made my day. It's just so many stuff. We share this kind of stuff on the show every day, Braylon. Braylon, I come on here. I plan on talking about sports. Y'all ought to see. I got a big old line up here. So this is what I need to talk about. This is what I need to talk about. And then somebody will say something on their feed that I like when you came on, Braylon, and you said something. I had to shift to you because I want to hear, Braylon, even on this show. People can come on here and put it on the feed what's on their mind and what they want to talk about. But we'll see you tomorrow, y'all. TSU, we're on the road this weekend. We're going to play the Alabama crew, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Alabama State. The women will play on Saturday with us and on Monday with us because the women weren't able to get out today because they usually play on Thursdays now. So, but I know a lot of people didn't know that, Paul. But I'm blessed to be, I was out there for 6 months. I met people that were out there and a lot of people that affected, man. But that stuff, the State Farm did do it. And the government is allowing it to happen. The government is supposed to be there to protect the people. State Farm should have to pay. Love you too. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Bye.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.